Hey guys, this is Comic and today I'm doing a review for A-Force issue 1. And before I start talking about this issue, just want to give you guys a couple updates. Of course, I have Comic episode 128, and that's show a review all the comics I read this week in one show. And here are the exclusive comics. We got Robin Hood Ongoing issue 18, Power Cubed issue 4, Green Lantern issue 48, Van Helsing vs. Dracula issue 4, Detective Comics issue 48, 8 Seal issue 2, Batman and Robin Eternal issue 14, Star Wars issue 14, Darth Vader issue 15, Weird World issue 2, Green Arrow issue 48, The Totally Awesome Hulk issue 2, and Paper Girls issue 4. So if you want to go check out all those reviews, go to Comic episode 128, which is annotated. But let's start talking about A-Force issue 1. So I will say I was really excited for A-Force when it was first announced with Secret Wars. And I read it, and I thought it had potential, but I didn't love the miniseries. Because I didn't think they really explained the world of Arcadia enough for me to care. But I thought the group of characters were interesting. So now that it was announced that they were going to have a post-Secret Wars series, I was like, alright, well, how are they going to do this? What is this going to be about? And maybe it'll be better because Arcadia doesn't exist anymore. Or at least, you know, we think it doesn't exist anymore because Secret Wars hasn't ended. But yeah, in the title it says it doesn't exist anymore. And it never really happened. So, I was interested in the book because I think the thing that I didn't like about the miniseries might have been improved with this book. So let's start talking about the cover. Cover is really cool. We get to see the new designs of our characters. So Dazzler does not look like she did in the Secret Wars book, which is disappointing. I understand we can't have 80s Dazzler, or 70s/80s Dazzler. But I still like that style for her, and now she's like kind of going this punk style. Hopefully it works for the book. And then you also even have Captain Marvel's, new hairdo for like 2 years now. But yeah, you get to see the different uniforms that are now current for the 616, which was different in the Secret Wars miniseries. And then you have our new character, I knew her name and I was reading it, Singularity, who is very much the main character of this book. So very cool artwork for the cover. Now I will say I really like the close-ups for the artwork here, but when it's a bit zoomed out, I think there could be a bit more detail for each character. But again, the close-ups are well done, and overall I think it's pretty good artwork for this book. Now also I guess I'll show you another page. Here's another example of that. Alright, let's start talking about the story. So with this issue, it's the reintroduction of Singularity. So if you've never read the Secret Wars miniseries, you don't really have to. I actually thought this was a good new reader-friendly book. Now, I think you'll be curious after you read it. Be like, oh, well, I want to know more about the backstory. Then you can read the miniseries, but I think you jump in pretty well for new readers here, which is very important for All New, All Different. So it's Singularity remembering all her friends, and her friends not remembering her. So she meets up with Captain Marvel at first, and just like, I don't know who you are. And Singularity's like, friend, you're my friend. So Captain Marvel's trying to help Singularity, and Singularity has this mind thing going on that I guess our projection of her mind is like this villain. I was a little confused by that. Hopefully they'll explain that a bit more. But the villain is kind of like her, and I'll show you a picture of that. Pretty cool. Really like the artwork for that. I thought the coloring was well done. But yeah, so that's kind of the villain, and now Singularity crashes on Earth, and she meets some of her other friends, like Medusa and She-Hulk, and she remembers them, but once again, they don't remember her. So now it's her job for them to become friends again and, deal with this villain. And I like this issue. I thought it was pretty well done. Like I said, once you get out of the whole Arcadia thing, I thought this definitely has potential. Now, I won't say it's like the best first issue in the world, because I think it's very much a setup book. It's like, oh, well, remember all these friends? We have to bring them back together. And I would say it's like not the best setup book in the world, but I think it did its job, and definitely the most interesting part of this issue was Singularity. I thought she had a lot of spunk. I liked her personality. She was funny, and yeah, she was definitely the best part of this book, and I'm excited to see the whole team come together, and I like this kind of naive side of Singularity, and I think that'll be the interesting part of the book. And yeah, this issue definitely gave me enough to pick up the next issue and see where it goes. I liked it. This was definitely better than I thought the Secret Wars first issue. So it's definitely an improvement. So A-Force issue 1 gets 3.5 stars, and if you like the last series, definitely pick this up, but if you weren't so much liking the world of the last series and still like these characters, I do recommend this issue also. So A-Force issue 1 gets 3.5 stars. Hope you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Inno. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also, description below, there's links for my comic book, Like Father Like Daughter, and don't forget to like the Facebook page of Like Father Like Daughter. I'll see you guys later.